Welcome back to another episode of The Struggle, the series where I pick a new trick or a combination of tricks. I figure out how to unlock and land said trick, and I give you guys tips along the way in case it's a trick that you've been thinking about trying yourself. And today's trick, and forgive me for being in the car, it's just really windy outside and I want to keep this intro short and sweet. Today's trick is frontside blunt slide kickflip out, or front blunt backside flip, whatever you want to call it. Just a little history of me trying to learn this trick. It is currently day 3. I don't want to waste your time or bore you with all that, but I will summarize it for you. The first 2 days was basically 3.5 hours straight of me just trying nothing else but this trick and landing it 0 times. So if I don't land this trick today, I am probably just going to scrap this whole episode and cry about it. But with that being said, the whole purpose of the Struggle series is for me to give you guys tips along the way. So far, what I have learned about this trick is the following. Tip number 1, wax is your friend, especially on the side of the rail or where your wheels are going to be touching the rail. That needs to be waxed up. The more wax, the better. The rail I was trying it on the other day, it was just like so hot out that the wax kept melting off, and every time I did just go put a whole bunch of wax on it, that was usually the time that I landed on the flip out. I just never rode away. So it works better with wax. Tip number 2, I went into trying this trick with the idea in mind that it's like the same thing as a back tail kickflip out. And I think I'm learning the hard way that it is not, because I think if it was, I would have landed it by now. But it is pretty similar in the sense of like you are just like putting your weight on your tail and then flicking out. And with that being said, tip number 3, I have learned that the better the blunt slide, the easier the flip out is going to be. This trick is kind of like 2 different steps because it is 2 different tricks. Step 1 is front blunt. Step 2 is the kick flip out. So that's where I'm going to start today. I'm just going to try to lock into and hold as many front blunts as I can until they just feel like perfect and totally dialed. And there is like a perfect flat bar here that is just a little bit higher, and it definitely slides better than the one I was at the other day. So hit that subscribe button. Actually hit that subscribe button if and when I land this trick. How about that? That's the deal. Don't hit the subscribe button now if you aren't already subscribed. But if I land this in this episode today, after 2 grueling days of failing on it, you got to hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get started. Okay, those are feeling pretty good. The wind calmed down, which is a good thing too. So I think it's time to start flipping those kick flips. I'm just gonna remember to stay focused on keeping all my weight on the tail, holding the front blunt first, and then kick flip. Okay, I'm feeling it. Ooh, you okay, dude? You're good. Feels like I'm getting close. So, oh, the wind's picking up again. I'm just gonna shut up and do it. I am going to count that one because the tic tac wasn't like pure 90 degrees, but I am going to try to get a better one. I want one clean. Woo-hoo! That was beautiful. That was nice. Woo-hoo! I was a little wobbly on it, but I am taking that. It's been 3 days. Hell yeah. Probably like close to 8 hours total. Tim's here though. Fuck yeah. What's up, dude? Team just for that. Yeah, I'm glad I got it like right when you got here. So I wasn't trying that the entire time you're here. So all in all, the biggest lesson of learning this trick is if you're going into it thinking it's going to be the same thing as back tail kickflip, you're going to be disappointed. Just get that thought out of your head. Although, like the one I landed, it did feel pretty similar, it also didn't, because you're not ollieing into a back tail. You are going into front blunt, so it is different. Your pressure is on the other side of the rail, and then it slowly transfers like on top of the rail. But my main tip for learning this trick, like if you're thinking about trying it, just remember that it is two different tricks. You have to front blunt first and then kickflip. If you have tried it before in the past, however long you have held the front blunt for before you flipped, hold it a second longer. Just hold it, sit on it. It's gonna help you. The better the front blunt, the easier the flip out is going to be. That's like what I learned from this. And hopefully I do a few more of these in the future. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I upload 3 times a week, all sorts of different skateboarding videos. I'll see you guys on the next upload.